Isupk.
To the family, brother Red Pill representing On the Ledge. Do me a favor, family, make sure you subscribe to Isupk on YouTube. Get some of that fire that the brothers are delivering, some of that good information, alright?
We out here bringing out the truth according to the Bible, man. That the Israelites is the true chosen people of the Lord.
That's right.
The true chosen people of the scriptures. And what they're bringing out today is a heavy topic. Talking about terrorism. I mean, so I'm going to follow the brother. I'm going to go on Armageddon, man. We'll talk about World War III, man. It's prophesied in the scriptures. The thing is, they don't tell you how to read the scriptures in the Christian church. You know what I mean? They don't tell you how to understand this book. That's what we here to do. We here to translate it for y'all.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're doing as prophets of the Lord. That's what a prophet do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start off at Matthew 24. Matthew 24:3. You know what I mean? This Bible was written to black people and it's for black people. This is a Bible that was given to us by the Lord. This is a Bible that was given to us by the Lord, so we can find ways to this is our heritage. This is how we Salaki, you got it? This is our heritage. This is how we dress, how we walk, how we talk. So we're gonna get into these scriptures. We're gonna get into this Armageddon breakdown. Let's get it.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?
You know what I mean? So the disciples is asking Christ, what's going to be the end of the world? They're talking to Christ right now. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Now we broke the scripture down earlier, so I'm going to let it really ride. But what happened is you're going to get many people trying to deceive you. You mean telling you that this is Christ, this is that. They're going to give you bags of food with Islam stickers in it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to give you Christianity. They're going to give you all different types of religion. But it's not going to be the true power of the Lord. It's not going to be the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is in these scriptures, man. This is where I really find the Lord at. It's not nowhere else, man. We can prove that to y'all. We about to do it right now. You know what I'm saying? So he said, people going to come. They're going to try to deceive you. They're going to tell you that I am Christ. They're going to give you a white Jesus. They're going to tell you that this is Christ. But we know who he really is. We know that that's Caesar Borgia. So how can it really be Christ? You know what I'm saying? So we gotta find out what Christ is, or who Christ is according to these scriptures, and line everything up. And that's where you start to find the truth. That's the beginning of knowledge, as we call it in the scriptures.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into it. Keep going.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right. See that ye be not troubled.
Verse 30. You're gonna hear wars and rumors of wars. Just don't be troubled, man. This is white people dealing with their problems. White people having white people problems. They ain't got nothing to do with us, like the captain brought out earlier. Keep going.
Verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven.
Right.
And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
Now when the Son of Man come out of heaven, when that start to happen, everybody gonna start to mourn, because the day of Christ coming back, it ain't gonna be sweet. It ain't gonna be flowers and candy and kisses and hugs. It ain't gonna be that day, man. Read that again. This gonna be the day of the Lord according to the scriptures.
And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
Go ahead.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
Right.
And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet.
It's gonna be like boom. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have the sky open up, and it's gonna be terrible. That's all we can say, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't know what it's gonna be like. But the Son of Man coming, it ain't gonna be beautiful, man. That's what they trying to say. They're waiting for the rapture in the Christian church. But they don't know that day is gonna be hell. The Christian church probably gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But when it do come, we know it's gonna be a great noise. Keep going.
And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree.
Now we about to go into another parable. Give me Isaiah 19:6. You know what I'm saying? We get into it today that the Lord got when the Son of Man come back, or Christ come back, the Lord got something for these people, you know what I'm saying, that got us jammed up in these hell. The Lord got something for these devils that got us jammed up in hell. That's what we gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gonna give us some type of salvation that's written down in the scriptures that Christians don't ever tell you about. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
The book of Isaiah chapter 13 verse 6. Howl ye, for the day of...
The Lord said, howl ye. That means crying loud or speak very loudly, right? Howl ye. Go ahead.
For the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
Right.
Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Salakias, start off at verse 4.
God. Verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts.
Go ahead,
mustereth the host of the battle.
Yeah, so when the Lord the Lord gonna put together angels. They gonna come together and they gonna take over this world. That's what it's gonna be in World War III. That's what we know. What we bringing out is when it do happen, it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be something that they call a beautiful day or that they call the rapture. It's gonna be very, very destructuous, or whatever the word is, make a word up. It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be terrible. According to the scriptures, it's gonna be a loud noise. We're gonna be howling. Go back to verse 6.
Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction.
It shall come as a what?
As a destruction.
It shall come as a what?
As a destruction.
Go ahead.
From the Almighty.
Right, it's going to be destruction when it come down. Go to Malachi 3:1. It's 4:1. It's going to be destruction when it come down. They don't tell us that in the church, man. They told me when the rapture come, actually we looked up the word rapture, and it means a great joy. It means like an orgasm. You know what I'm saying? They waiting for an orgasm to come. It's not going to be that. When it do come, you're not going to be orgasm. You might die. Right. According to the scriptures. Bring it up.
Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
The day gonna come that what?
That shall burn as an oven.
It's gonna be like 1,000,000 degrees. Scripture says it's gonna be so hot, your eyes gonna melt out your socket, and your tongue gonna melt in your mouth. 1,000,000 degrees. You know what I'm saying? You ever felt 1,000,000 degrees? I mean, it's 80 right now, and it's sweltering. My boots melting. You know what I'm saying? It's just an 80 degrees. 1,000,000 degrees, your eyes gonna melt out your head. So it say when it comes, it's gonna burn like a what?
As an oven.
Go ahead.
And all the proud.
All the proud, go ahead.
Yea, and all that do wickedly shall stumble.
No. Read it again.
Salaki. And all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
They shall be what makes the fire burn. Everybody that's doing wickedly shall be as stubble, what's going to make the fire burn. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can get out that wickedness. It's very, very simple. All the wickedness is following what they got you doing. You know what I mean? The crack, the weed, the dope, the pills, the cigarettes, the whoredom. You know what I'm saying? Everything they got us doing is what's making us wicked. It's not your fault. It's just you following behind people that got you doing some jammed up things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know the white man is the devil, so when he get us to do things, it's deceptive. You know what I'm saying? They get us to do things by deceiving us. They push it in your face. Go eat Red Lobster at the lobster. Go eat Salakia. Go to Red Lobster and eat lobsters. They got it on TV all day long. You know what I'm saying? They got the cigarette commercials all day long. The commercials on the YouTube all day long. Facebook, they pushing it in your face. We know that it's not your fault. It ain't my fault that my cousin doing 20 years. He just had a gun in his hand because he was forced to sell drugs. He was forced to try to feed his kids, man. He was forced to live in them projects. context. He was forced there because the public school ain't teach him nothing, and his dad was gone. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the lifestyle that he chose, but he was put there because the devil had deceived his mom, his father, and him. You know what I'm saying? The lifestyle that we live is not our fault, but we there because of a deceptive person who we call the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But when this day comes, it's going to burn. It's going to be like an oven. You know what I'm saying? It's going to melt the wicked. Go ahead.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
It's going to leave nobody. It's going to leave nothing left. It's going to be nothing on the earth. It's going to burn like an oven. A million degrees, and everybody going to melt up. 2 Peter 3:10. It's going to be a million degrees on the earth, man. That's all we saying, man. Look, the truth, listen, the prophets is right here behind me. You know what I'm saying? And the true laws that the Lord got in the Bible is what you really should be following. The holidays they got in the Bible is what you really should be following. You know what I'm saying? This is what you really need to learn. This is the beginning of knowledge that the scriptures call it. I mean, like I could one-on-one with a person, a regular person out in the street. He can swear he's the smartest person around. But when I give him just a little bit of what's in these scriptures, his mind gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? Because this is real knowledge. This is super heavy. You got that? Go ahead.
The book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
And say that day gonna come and it's gonna be swift. Go ahead.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Now it's saying the heavens gonna pass away. Now when you say the heavens gonna pass away, most people would think that the Lord gonna die. You know what I'm saying? The angels gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all looking at the scriptures like white people taught it to you. You know what I'm saying? But we know that heaven is one of two things. It's a state of being, or it's actually in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like it's three things. Or it's actually where the Lord sit at. So it's saying the day gonna come as a thief in the night, and the heavens gonna pass away. Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right.
And the earth also, and the works that are therein, shall be burned up.
Now we know that this earth, I mean this heavens that it's talking about is going to be on the earth, because it said the earth going to pass away and the elements is going to melt. So we know that the heavens that it's talking about is a state of being. So it's talking about people that's in good places. It's talking about good standards. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's in good standards are not going to be in good standards. The sky going to crack open and everybody that's on the earth is going to be stubble. You know what I'm saying? Now it says the elements is going to melt. Just imagine this building melting behind me. You understand what I'm saying? This is what's going on in the scriptures. Read that again.
The elements shall melt with fervent hate. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent hate. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Verse 11.
No, verse 12. I'm working, yo.
Look.
Keep reading.
Looking for all, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord.
They always looking for and waiting and trying to hurry up the day of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's what they all want to come. But go ahead.
Wherein the heavens shall, being in fire, shall be dissolved.
They say the heavens being in fire shall be dissolved. Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent hate.
Now people waiting for this. They want this to come. They want this to come quickly. They saying, yeah, we can't wait till Christ come back. But no, when Christ come back, it's going to be destruction. It's going to be a lot of killing. It's going to be a lot of killing. It's going to be like this. It's going to be very much sorrows, as the scriptures go. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
Now we're going to look for new heavens. We're going to look for a new ruling class. We're going to look for people that's going to rule the earth, and it's going to be a new ruling people. Those people is going to be the tribe of Jacob according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So when this comes, this is going to be beautiful on the earth.
You got Zechariah 14:12.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to look for a new heaven. We're going to look for new people that's going to rule the earth, and that's going to be the children of Jacob, as the scriptures say. You know what I mean?
Zechariah 14:12.
The earth going to pass away with fervent heat. That's going to be hot. Go ahead.
The book of Zechariah chapter 14 verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
That's going to be the plague, man. Everybody that's fighting against the people of the Lord. Everybody that's fighting against Jerusalem, those are going to be the wicked. I don't understand, man. When you selling them drugs to your brother, man, you fighting against Jerusalem. You fighting against the Lord. You fighting against the Lord's people. You know what I'm saying? And your own people. You know what I'm saying? You shoving them in prisons by the thousands. You know what I'm saying? You putting bullets in their head for what, man? For a pack of weed? For a pack of dope? You killing your brother for a simple thing. You fighting against Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? You smoking cigarettes is further progressing the white man's empire. You know what I'm saying? You further progressing the white man's empire. Which is crazy though that you don't even know that you Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? You are the Jews that the Bible speak of. According to the scriptures, the black man is the Jew that the Bible speak of. The Jews, Hispanics, the Native Americans, them Jamaicans and them Haitians and them Indians on them reservations. You know what I'm saying? Those are the real Jews that the Bible speak of. So you fighting against Jerusalem by doing these things that the Lord called wicked, which is smoking cigarettes, selling crack. You know what I'm saying? Making the white man's empire rise. That's working against your brother. Read that from the top.
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
You working against Jerusalem, but you working against yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's simple. It's common sense. But people choose not to listen because the white man deceived you. He got you jammed up. Your mind is all twisted.
Right.
It's not your fault though, man. We here to get y'all right. That's what this school was built for. That's what we made for since our inception. We've been for the salvation of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's what the ISUPK do. That's what the priests and prophets of the Lord do. We here to bring back Israel. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
The scriptures say the wicked that's going to be fighting against Jerusalem when this day come, the rapture as the Christians call it, when the day of judgment or the second coming of Christ come, it say what?
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
It say your flesh going to consume away while you standing on your feet. I don't know if you ever seen that movie Terminator 2 at the beginning when the I think the sun got real bright and the lady face melted off. Sarah Connor, that's who it was. Her face melted off. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going to be. Your face going to melt off while you standing on your feet. Now that's going to be the day of the Lord when he come. Keep going.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
The eyes going to melt out the holes. Keep going.
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
And your tongue going to consume away in your mouth. This is right here in the scriptures. What verse you at? Read it up.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12.
It's right here in the scriptures. I can't make this up, man. But what we do is we read these scriptures for real. We do what the Christians don't do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We find out what it really is, who we really talking about, what they really saying, and we really apply it to real life. That's why it's called practical knowledge.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 13. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them.
It's gonna be great trouble from great trouble among you from the Lord. Go ahead.
And they shall lay hold every one the hand of his neighbor. And his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor.
Right.
Verse 14. And Judah also shall I fight at Jerusalem.
Isaiah 56 and 16. Isaiah 56 and 16.
Now this day of the Lord gonna be a rough day, man. It ain't gonna be a beautiful day as the scriptures, as the Christians say. It's gonna be a rough one, man.
That's
your
right.
eyes gonna melt in your head if you're wicked, because they say you gonna be the stubble.
Isaiah, you got it? 56. It's like 54 and 16.
It say the wicked gonna be as a stubble. You know what I'm saying? Now it's gonna be you being melted away. Now all you gotta do is find out what the scriptures really say, and then you won't be on the wrong side of that fire. You know what I mean? We're gonna break it down for you. We're gonna make it real simple for y'all. Keep going.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals.
The Lord said he created the smith, the person that makes the coals. He created the person that makes weapons. He created the person that makes swords. He created the person that makes bombs. He created the North Koreans that's going to shove a nuke up your rectum. He created the North Koreans. He created those people that's coming to do the damage. Go ahead.
I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
He created the smith that makes the swords. That's what he's talking about right now. Blow coals in the fire and make the instruments with his work. That's making a sword. He created for man that's going to make the weapons. Go ahead.
And I have created the waster to be destroyed.
And he created the waster to be destroyed. He created the person that's going to come and kill you. You know what I mean? The person that do come and kill you, he gonna get cursed, and you cursed because you took the debate. Keep going.
Verse 17. no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
Now the Lord said he created the weapons. He created the person that made the weapon. But this weapon ain't going to prosper against you if you following the Lord. If you doing what the Lord said to do. And it's all right here in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? We learn how to do it. We learning every day how to do what the Lord said to do. It's not that hard, man. Stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Stop smoking cigarettes. Love your brother as yourself. And don't worship the white man. You know what I'm saying? Don't worship anybody, but accept the Lord. It's all right here. You know what I'm saying? We teaching them how to be strong in these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? But it said those weapons ain't going to even prosper against us, right?
And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn.
Exactly, man. That's what the Lord's saying right now, man, that he made weapons. He made the person that's going to use the weapon. But if you following him, he can make you survive. It's simple. It's very, very simple. But people choose not to understand it because Christianity got your mind wrapped up. Your mind all warped up.
Proverbs 16:4.
You know what I'm saying? It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. But us as black people, we sheep, as the Lord calls us. So when the leaders say something, we just listen to it. You know what I'm saying? T.D. Jakes say something, you just gonna listen to it. Creflo Dollar say something, you just gonna listen to it. Because that's what he said. Your pastor say something, as we saying, you just gonna listen to it. Because that's what pastor said. You asking why I'm talking to Salak, that quiet. I'm going on topic real quick. I'm talking to a brother the other day. He said, look, we saw a brother get arrested across the street from us because he was homeless.
Right.
The brother ain't had no job. He was just laying on the bench, and they came and locked him up, right? After they locked the brother up, he got warrants because he didn't go to court, right? Now they come back and lock him up. So now the brother got arrested because he was homeless, right? So they was like, man, listen, I'm gonna take my kids out of these schools. I'm gonna go homeschool my kids, right? I'm gonna just teach them the Bible. I was like, yeah, would you teach them that Christ is a black man like it said in the Bible? He's like, I don't know about that. I gotta find that out. I gotta see that. You know what I mean? I was like, I showed you twice already. He's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure, I gotta prove that that's right. You know what I'm saying? But it's in the scriptures, and I showed him that Christ is black in the scriptures. But he don't want to believe that, man, because he want to believe what the white man told him. And the white man told him that Christ was white. That's why he believed Christ was white. Now if a brother tell him that Christ is black, he don't want to hear that, man. He don't want to hear his brother. That's because he don't love his brother. He don't respect his brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
The book of Proverbs chapter 16 verse 4. The Lord have made all things for himself.
The Lord made everything for himself. It's like he brought out earlier. The Lord made, this is his movie. It's his movie that he made. Like if I was to write a movie, I would have a bad guy and I would have a good guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord's movie. He writing this movie. So he got bad guys and he got good guys. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
He said he made all things. He even made the wicked for the day of evil. You know what I'm saying? Now,
that's right.
Read it from the top.
Oh, God. The Lord have made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord.
Now the Lord made this his own personal movie. So he got the good men and he got the bad men. You know what I'm saying? Now the Lord said that Israel was his. And everybody else was here to prove Israel. That's all they here for. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very simple, but I mean, you choose not to understand it because your head hard. And they said that in the scriptures. He's going to give you a strong forehead. Right. You know what I'm saying? Hard-headed, as the scriptures call us. You know what I mean? So the Lord made his little movie.
Amos 9 and 8.
The Lord made us a movie, you know what I'm saying, and he got the good guys and the bad guys, right? Now the bad guys out here to prove, let's say we got Batman and Riddler, or the Joker, right? Now Joker is here to prove that Batman isn't as strong as he say he is. And if Batman gonna go home and just say, you know what, I'm done with it, I'm gonna give it all up. That's what he here for. He here to prove is Batman as strong as he say he is. Black man, metaphorically, you are that Batman. You are Jerusalem. You are the Lord's people. You are the people that the Lord said he gonna come to save. You know what I mean? You got it? You know what I mean? Now in this movie, there's a good guy and there's a bad guy. The white man is the bad guy. You are the good guy. You are the Israelites that the Bible speak of. You are Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? Or the Jews as the Bible calls us.
Right. The book of Amos chapter 9 verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom.
The sinful kingdom is where we at right now. The sinful kingdom is where the eye are looking at. And the eyes of the Lord is watching this sinful kingdom. Right? Go ahead.
And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
This is the sinful kingdom. They tell you that sin is a beautiful thing. They get you to smoke, they get you to eat crab, shrimp, and lobster, and they tell you it's a good thing. They tell you it's a delicacy or alternative lifestyle. Sin in America is looked at as a good thing. You know what I'm saying? When you do bad things in America, you are being praised for it. Like you bust your gun and you go to jail, they say that makes you a man. You know what I'm saying? You start selling crack, that makes you the hustler, right, Abun? You start selling crack, that makes you the hustler on the block. You get all the props, you get all the kudos, you get all the women. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make you seem as if you a good person when you're doing wicked to your own people.
That's right.
This is the sinful kingdom. They said the eyes of the Lord gonna be on the sinful kingdom. Go ahead.
Saving that I will not utterly God. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
The Lord said that sinful kingdom gonna get destroyed from off the face of the earth. This is when this is the second coming of Christ, man. When the Lord gonna destroy the earth because of their sin.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But if you get right, you ain't gonna be destroyed. Because the Lord just said that he made the weapons. But if you following him, those weapons ain't gonna prosper. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all following? Keep going.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Verse 9, for lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
He said he gonna sift the house of Israel. Go ahead.
Like as corn is sifted in a sea.
So he gonna get you out of all these nations like corn is sifted out of a, or like y'all probably saw a blood diamond when they put the sand in the jar and the sifter and they sift it all out and get the diamonds out. That's how he gonna get you out of the captivity that you in.
That's
right. I'm saying the Lord gonna destroy this place, but if you following the Lord, you doing those things, he gonna pluck you out of it, man. You ain't gonna be destroyed, man. You only destroyed because they got you destroyed doing these things. They got you destroyed doing these things that the white man got you doing. He tell you go eat crab, shrimp, and lobster. It's a delicacy. But the Lord said don't do that. He got you following these other religions or these other nations. The Lord said don't do that. But they tell you that Islam is a black thing. There's no black in Islam at all. It's an Arab culture. It's a culture for the Arabs. They got you doing Christianity. They ain't got nothing to do with you, black man. Christianity comes from Roman Catholicism. Don't you know those are people that killed Christ? That got nothing to do with you, black man. They got you in all these Africa Bambada cultures or whatever they got going on. Matu, Atu, Ma'at, the Dogon and all these things that come from nothing. They say it come from nothing and became something. That don't even make no sense. But they got you in, Egyptology and all these other things that comes from nothing. It's all doo-doo, according to the Lord. It's all dumb what the Lord tells you.
Let nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works, son.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, sold packs, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?